Hello, welcome back to my channel. Just in case you're new here, my name is Kay and I make videos about happy planner planning and also budget planning. So today I wanted to go over my week in review with you, and I'm going to be reviewing the last week of November, which is pretty darn exciting because it is now December. Yay! Okay, so you probably know the drill. It is super duper early, and I am here. First thing I do when I wake up is make my coffee. I feed my bunnies, and then I come in and do my planning, personal planning for the day, and then I do my work planning for the day, and then generally I sign into work and I start doing emails pretty early. So yeah, today let's look at the week that I've had. I keep on my big calendar page for the month just a running highlight reel, and today I'll be able to introduce you to Ellie. I do keep track of some things on my my overall calendar pages because my husband takes on the lion's share of work at our property, and I like to make sure I'm contributing when I can, and I keep track of that because it's just real easy for me to let go of it and let him worry about it, and I don't like to do that. So I keep track of that as well as my YouTube videos, and I like to see, you know, at the end of the month how many I did, and I don't know, I just geek out about stuff like that. So here's this past week and where I am in my planner. Oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful week, y'all. I had 5 straight days off from work, and I really did some nice things and got a lot accomplished, and I just woke up this morning feeling great about all of that and looking forward to everything coming up in December. So per usual over here, I kept my track of my to-do list, and per usual, I didn't do all of my to-dos, but I do like to still have it as a guide of what I need to focus on and still catch up on. Let's see, my strength word, this is part of the Me project that I'm still working on, and every week I choose a strength word and a new word, so you see that here, and my strength word here was experience. I'm in my 50s now. I feel like I've got a lot of experience behind me that allows me to make decisions today due to that experience that, well, are more authentic to myself. Cheers. My health tracker's down here, and you can see I'm still just continue to struggle with the exact same things. I do check in with this daily. Honestly, sometimes I feel like I use this tracker as I weaponize it and I use it as a way to beat myself up. Like, why didn't you do lunch today? So I'm going to try to make that a little bit more positive experience for myself. It's become a little bit aversive. Sleep was absolutely crazy. You can see here, I don't sleep until 4. So, but I can tell you that this morning, I woke up at, oh goodness, maybe like 1. No, it was actually before 1. Like I think at like 12:30, and I was awake until like 3 o'clock, and then I fell back asleep. So I should probably have 2 dots on that day. Anyway, yeah, so normal sleep. I had a couple of really early mornings this weekend, and that's because we went to bed early, so it was sufficient for me. My gratitude check-in each day, and if you haven't seen my videos before, I really try to look to the small things in my environment. It's so easy for me to be grateful for and have feelings of gratitude to the big things, but not the little things. And it's also a grounding technique. Kind of helps if you live with anxiety, you know, grounding techniques like this, having to look in your environment and find something small that you're grateful for is helping. It helps. Okay, so let's look at my week. Monday, a normal work day for me. We had visitors to our property. Hubby and I have a nonprofit animal sanctuary, and we had some visitors come by, and I did a lot of work on Monday on Christmas cards. My Christmas card campaign is still on, so if you'd like an extra Christmas card this year, feel free to email me your address. I think the Christmas cards I hope they're going to be mailed by this week's end. So yeah, that was Monday, pretty basic day. Tuesday, I worked remote because I was attending a big gala for work, and that was absolutely spectacular. It was a fundraiser for a pediatric wing of a hospital here local to me, and it was so well done, so beautifully curated, decorated. It was just spectacular. They ended up raising $780,000, which was a huge surprise to me, and that they were able to raise that money in such a short period of time. But what a good, amazing cause, and that was just filled me with happiness seeing that. I did some more work on Christmas cards. I'm all finished with Christmas cards now. I think I finished them on this date. And that, is addressing all the envelopes, writing a personal message inside. And then we also put a newsletter for our nonprofit in there as well. So they're all wrapped up to go. Hubby just needs to go in and put his personal message, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to mail those by Friday. Let's see. Wednesday, I did some budgeting work on December, took my mom to the dentist. Oh, I had a vacation day, that's why. Picked up Sarah, my kiddo, to bring her over for the holiday weekend. And yeah, I made a note here. I think I was on the road for over 6 hours this day. Crazy day, but had my kid with me, and it's always such a pleasure to spend time with her. She's such a sweet, sweet, soft, kind-hearted young woman. Very amazing kid. Okay, Thursday, we were, of course, closed at work, and Thursday was Thanksgiving. I hope you and your family had a great holiday. Let's see, we made big breakfast at home, and then hubby and I had to run over to his mom's, and then my mom and daughter stayed home and baked all day, and then they made us a surprise. Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. We decided we would just have something small at home with them because we will have already eaten at hubby's mom's with all of his siblings. And also of course, they were going to be exhausted from baking cookies all day long. So we just thought we'd have a casual night when we got back. And they had this big surprise, a big, beautiful dinner, and all these cookie tins filled with, they just worked like crazy. So it was a really cool surprise. And the dinner was delicious. I put these two little glasses because, well, I may have had a little bit too much Prosecco with dinner. And when I say a little too much, you should know, I think it might be because I'm on Zepbound, or actually, that's not true. One day I'll share the story of me and alcohol and why I'm not a drinker, but it seems like one glass, I'm okay. I can get a little tipsy. 2 glasses, I'm a goner. And I had 2 glasses of Prosecco that night. Yeah. Anyway, we shall not discuss that night. It was fun. All of this just beautiful, beautiful days. On Friday, I was supposed to drop my kiddo back off, but she really wanted to stay another night, so I ended up not taking her back until Saturday. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I had a big morning outside working in the gardens. I cut back all my roses, so that always feels good. Not cut back, I shouldn't have said that. Deadheaded my roses. It's not time yet to cut them back. We did some more cookie baking. Oh, hubby wanted to do this. My husband is a musician and very artistic and creative, and he had this idea of doing for our nonprofit a 3-minute Hallmark video movie. So we filmed a 3-minute Hallmark movie. He wrote the script for us, and he and I, and we did these small sections of filming and then he was going to piece them all together and make it a 3-minute Hallmark. It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious filming that. I had to play this posh, um, you know, Louis Vuitton type of woman who goes to this small town and, you know, meets this small town man, and, you know, we clash, and then of course we fall in love all in 3 minutes. And it was really campy and over the top. Uh, it was so fun. We laughed and laughed and laughed. And then we ended the night by playing a game, and I went early to bed. Yeah, so that was Friday. And on Saturday, we had Luna, our little trailer, in the shop. And so hubby went to pick her up. Sarah and I ran some errands. And of course, I dropped her off. I did some early reset because Sunday we were going to have a full day for the week. And I did a big office cleanup. Well, as much as I can. I have a card table set up right now in my office, and I have a very, very small office, so it kind of crowds everything in. But I'm starting to put Christmas stuff there on the table. I just need more space to be able to organize my stuff, so I cleaned up as much as I could. And then I finished all of my Christmas shopping, which if you've seen my video, well, actually I'm going to show you a couple pages and I'll show you what it looks like. Sunday, oh gosh, don't you hate things like this in your planner where like Sunday's the first, but you don't want to create a whole sheet for just one day. And then of course, you know, I do the alternative and I put it here just right after Saturday. So on Sunday, it was my mom's 80th birthday. So we took her out to lunch. It was an adorable, adorable restaurant. It was a wine and tea house, very European. The decor inside was just lovely, absolutely lovely, all decked out for Christmas. But gosh, the food was not great. We enjoyed it nonetheless and really celebrated Mom's Day. And then I finished, all my Christmas stuff, wrapping all that up and making plans for Christmas. What else did we do yesterday? Oh, we had more visitors to the sanctuary. We had some neighbors that have recently moved into the area, stopped by, and oh, ouch, that was my toe. And they're thinking about getting some animals. They have a pretty large property, and she just kind of wanted to see the layout and how we, you know, tend to things and what that felt like. So that was really nice. They also, here on the property, I think I've shared before, we, in the lower acres, we have a forest and a year-round creek. And hubby has, one of his passion projects for the area has been setting up nature trails. So they walked the trails, they visited with the animals, and I think they had a really good time. So hopefully they did. And then just a couple of things I added. I feel like I didn't do a lot of my doodling this week, but I just know in my memory keeping that was because it was so much beauty in these days, packed into these days. But I did put this little note to myself to be inspired by your own journey. I don't know if any of you can relate, but I'm just often so critical and hard on myself. I'm so easily inspired by others and so grateful to others and so happy for others. I feel it's easy for me to feel for others, but for myself, I don't always allow myself to be inspired by my own journey or be grateful for all the things I can do and be happy for myself. So that was just a little note to myself, and I think I did a good job about really enjoying these days and connecting with those I love. And yeah. So it was just a dreamy week, and I missed you all. I can't tell you, I went to video a couple of times just because I missed talking to you. And I sat down here and I'm all like, well, what am I going to film? I don't know. I would have loved to have done, like, you know, the YouTubers do a video every day through the month of December. I can't remember what it's called. Um, I would have loved to have done something, but I would sit here on film with you and say, well, it worked. And I worked. I feel like I wouldn't have a lot to share. I did do some videotaping of the cooking. So after this video, I'll put that at the end. So if you're interested, you can stay. And if you're not, you don't have to stay. But I'll share that with you. Anyway, I'm thinking, like, it's the second, like, could I make a video every day and what would I say? I don't know. I should try it, right? I should just try it and see what comes up. Let me just wrap up November here with you because month end. Let me see. You've seen all of these pictures. Spider bite, much better. It's getting much, much better, but it's still right now. I should have taken a picture of it. It's just the scab. Oh, well, you'll see. Wait a minute. You'll see in a picture. I'm going to show you in just a minute. I had another giveaway winner check in with me, which is wonderful, wonderful news. I still have 2 people that haven't checked in. Here's my email address. It's not too late. I still have your prizes, and I'll keep a hold of them for a little while longer. But yeah, email me and I will get them off to you. Oh, we got a new Ellie. You've seen these pictures, but I don't know if you saw the new picture of Ellie. This is Ellie, our blind chicken. This is Tookie, our other blind chicken, and we had another sanctuary reach out to us, and because we've just kind of become an expert in her care and the type of care that a blind chicken would need. So the other sanctuary reached out and said that, you know, they had another, or they had a blind chicken and could we take her in? So these 2 have become the best of friends. It's absolutely adorable. When this is their area they have right now, this week their house is being built. For now, what we do with them is we have 2 large animal crates, and we put them in there for safekeeping at night, but during the day they get to roam around here. Anyway, during the day they do this side by side. They get all pressed up against each other and just kind of wander around their yard, guiding each other. They absolutely love each other. You've seen all of these pictures. You saw my Thanksgiving setup. I don't know if you saw that picture of hubby and I on Thanksgiving Day. No, you wouldn't have because I haven't filmed. That's us on Thanksgiving Day heading over to his mom's. I think we did everything we were supposed to do except for a few things. None of the menu worked out, by the way. Kiddo just wanted the dang good breakfast. She's more of a savory breakfast. She wasn't thrilled about a waffle idea. A dang good breakfast is what my grandpa used to call the full breakfast, like potatoes, you know, all the workings. So she was into the dang good breakfast, and lunch was a no-go for her. So that's because we were so busy. Yeah, I got most of my to-do stuff. I didn't get my candles made, but that's okay. These are new pictures. This is my mom in a music box my dad gave her quite some time ago. My dad passed a couple of years ago. So when she took that out, she brought it over to me so that I could have it now, and it's a lovely music box. This is the one picture I took of the gala, of a tree I liked, and so I put that in there. This is hubby and I yesterday, hubby, mom, and I yesterday. You can see here the spider bite still on my chin. It's taking quite some time to go away. This was just a supplemental list that I made because I was just, you know, remembering things as I would sit down each morning and want to try to accomplish them over the weekend while I had time off, but I didn't get them all done. And then, December. Oh my gosh. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. Even in my most challenging of years as a young adult, a single parent, when we didn't have money to do Christmas, it was still so magical to me. I recall wanting to do special things for my son when it was just he and I, and I didn't have any money, so I used to go to Home Depot and I would ask them for their branches, their cut branches off their trees. And I would make around our little apartment all these little branches with trees, and I would tie like ribbon, whatever I had at the house around them. We were broke. I mean, broke, guys. Broke. No money at all. So we made do, and I did my best, yeah, to make it magical for him and show him the magic. But even during those really difficult years, it was still such a special time for me. So anyway, really looking forward to that. Look at this. I took a vacation day here. I took vacation days here, which means, whoop, I have the whole week off. Okay, I had to stop and blow my nose. I felt myself getting emotional, so I kind of glossed over. I want to stop here for a minute and go back to what I just shared about those years as a single mama. And I just want to send a message of hope out to any single mama watching this. What you're going through, what you're experiencing, it's challenging, it's hard, I've spoken about it before, a special kind of trauma. And I want you to also know it's an important season. This time of your life is going to teach you things that people that don't have that experience may not ever learn. And hang in there. It's going to pass. It's going to change. It's going to get better. Hang in there. Yeah, your kid's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And it doesn't matter if you don't have money for Christmas. I promise you it doesn't matter. That won't be what your kid remembers. What your kid remembers is what you do to bring the magic into the house and the way you make do. Your children are always watching, and they learn from that, and they learn the essential skill of knowing how to make do. Yeah, keep moving forward, Mama. I'm with you. My heart's with you. Okay, so I have a couple of work events. One is formal, one is not. And then all the kiddos come in. So I've shared with you that this is not hubby in my first marriage. My husband has 3 kids from his former marriage, and I have 2, and one that is in heaven. So 2 of his children are twins, which is really incredible. They're all amazing adults, living fabulous, independent lives, and having the normal adult struggles that young adults have, but they're each in pursuit of their own dream, and that's really amazing to watch. So my husband's daughter is going to fly in on the 14th, and she's going to stay to the end of the month. My husband's, one of his twin boys is going to fly in on the 23rd. The other twin is overseas, so he can't come home for Christmas. So he'll be in, he's a college student as well. Like my daughter, they're very close in age, and my daughter will be coming on the 24th. Y'all, she finishes her, I think her last day of school is here, and that will conclude her teaching credential. We were, when she was here over Thanksgiving, we were going over her budget because girlfriend has absolutely no money, and she's going to have the rent coming due pretty quickly, and no job. So no money, no job, rent coming due. Oh, I just gave her a big hug and said, yes, I know exactly how that feels. So I try to give her lots of encouragement to get that resume out. And I think what happens is, I didn't quite understand it because, you know, when I was a teacher, that was 25 years ago, so things are a lot different. But it sounds like the school will give her a paper at this date that she can put with her resume that puts her in a certain class of complete with this, but haven't received this, the paperwork or something, but then she can start applying. She's told me this past week she's just going to take anything, tutoring, teacher's aid, just to get herself earning. So yeah, we worked on that a lot. Anyway, really looking forward to that week. Let's see, I started to set up this week. I'm not finished yet, but let me show you what I did do this past weekend. I started to organize Christmas. I've shared with you before a couple of things we do as a family. Number one, we do one present. Our motto is presents over presents. We want you with us, and we're not big gift givers, so we would just rather have you here as our gift. So I finished most of the Christmas shopping I still need to do for my son. My son doesn't live in the state. He's out of state and he won't be home for Christmas. So, but otherwise all of these presents are done, selected and purchased. And for my husband's family, because his family's so large, they do what they call Kris Kringle, and that is where you pull a name out of the hat and then you buy that person a gift. So I'm just keeping track of who the family pulls and what the gifts we need to make sure we bring to the Kris Kringle event. So I've already purchased that gift. So I kind of laid all that out just to keep track of that. I started to plan the big dinner we're going to have. That's going to be on the 28th of December. And I planned as if we're going to have a full event. And then what I do is, as people confirm or say they can't come, then I kind of, whittle down the menu as to, well, I won't need that extra dish, and I'll scratch that off. So we've done this for numerous years, so this is a pretty well-oiled, fine-tuned event for me. And then I just made some notes. I did pick my table decor that I wanted. Table decorations. Thank goodness most of these things I have. I did try to, pick things that I have already, so I don't need to buy anything for that, which is good. If you watch my budgeting video, I think I saved up for Christmas. I ended up saving up like a little over $600. I think I was at 5 something, and then I put an extra 100. So that will go to food and the gift buying that I just did. I was just working out the table arrangements here. This is our first year that we'll be having Christmas dinner at our new house. And I've shared with you before, our new house is very, very small. So I decided if I took out all the living room furniture, I could put some card tables up. I was trying to work it out because I think our list is up to, about 36 or so people. But I know some of these people won't be able to come. They just won't be in town. So we'll look at the seating after I know better the numbers. And then I think that's it. You've already seen my December currently. I've shared that before, but that's done. And I cannot believe we are in the last month of this planner. Super duper excited. And yeah, I'm going to finish. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish setting up my week. And then I'm going to do my check-in with work, do all my emailing for work, and then I'm going to head off to work. I do have a pretty intense week. I've got events here. I've got events here. Not an event. This is a big meeting day, but an event here. So I know the week's going to go by quickly, and it's going to probably be intense. Today's going to be a long day for me. Today's my mom's actual birthday. That's why we had to celebrate yesterday, because I just know it's going to be a long day for me today. Anyway, I'll share whatever film footage that I have after this video. I hope you and yours had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you're as excited as I am about December. I look forward to listening to and watching your videos. So yeah, I'll do that this morning as I'm driving. I do like to, there's some YouTube video accounts that I just love to listen to while I'm driving. I like their storytelling. Yeah, so I like to listen to them. Anyway, I hope until the next time we speak that you are well. I hope that you are blessed, and until the next time.
Good evening. Checking in, man? Checking in? Hi, I'm Doug. Are you checking in?